What is going on, Nissan Nation? It's your buddy Dave here of the Nissan Nation Productions, and today we are talking about capital T. T, not for Texas, not for Tennessee. T is for Terra, and we're gonna dig into this Terra a little bit. I'm gonna show you a couple pictures of the current Terra, and I want you to. What do you think of these things? You know, I'd done a video a while back saying that maybe they need to bring this thing to the United States, and I can see. You know, 4Runner is due for its refresh, and 4Runner right now is the king of body-on-frame SUVs. Now you could, Jeep guy, don't get pissed off here, because I understand that you know, you're your own thing. Like, I don't consider Jeep Wrangler in the same segment as what the 4Runner and these mid-size SUVs, what they compete with. Wrangler's its own audience. Yeah, does it steal some shares from everything else? Yeah, but it's not a 4Runner, and 4Runner right now is, like I said, the king of body-on-frame SUVs. So does Nissan need to get back in this game? You know, at one time the Pathfinder was a body-on-frame SUV and sold quite well. Then they did a unibody version of it, and then they brought in the Xterra kind of to fill that gap. And the Xterra sold well initially. The Gen 1 Xterra sold like, I think it was 88,000 its first year, which like blew Nissan away. Like, they had to ramp up production more than they were expecting. And it was a hit. And then sadly 4 years later, they quickly refreshed it because you have a new generation of a new platform coming out. Frontier was coming out with it. The new Pathfinder was going back to body on frame, and Xterra jumped back with the new platform as well. But the Terra, now globally it's a three-seater or three-row SUV. Now, I don't think we need a three-row SUV body on frame in the United States. We have the Armada for that. We have new Pathfinders. Supposedly it's going to stay three-row. You've got, I think, Murano. Like, Nissan's lineup is full of three-row seatings. They need an adventure SUV, something to get people excited. Clearly, they know that people like going out in the woods or going out in the desert and having fun in their Nissans, because they built Destination Frontier, or whatever that thing was called. They built that thing, and it got people excited, got journalists excited. They wanted to talk about how you could affordably do, you know, an overland vehicle. And I think this thing would be perfect for the United States. Now, it's going to need the 3.8 liter V6, and it needs all 310 of those ponies to get this thing around. But if Nissan, like I think they're going to do with the Frontier, if you start going aluminum panels a little bit, you're lightening everything up. And if Nissan were to bring out a Frontier, say, that is a Warrior-like, a Nismo version, what if they could bring something like this out that's also a Nismo version, and you add a single turbo would be fine, bump that thing up to 320, 350 horsepower. It'd be a little Hellcat from Planet Kick-Ass, wouldn't it? So, guys, does the Terra need to come to the United States? And like I said, I did a video on this thing where I wanted to call it basically a patrol. I would use the heritage of the patrol here in the United States and just call it like a patrol sport or something like that. So, in the comments below, let me know what you guys think about the Terra. Is it ready for prime time? Is it ready to come to the United States and start taking on the 4Runner? I think it is, and I hope you do too. So, from all things Nissan here in my, it's getting there. We're still out of work. Studio to wherever you're watching us around the globe. This has been your Nissan.